Welcome to this deep dive. You know, um, we are so used to seeing our icons as just totally unbreakable.
Right, like they're superheroes or something.
Exactly. You picture an elite gymnast, like the absolute embodiment of peak human performance, doing these gravity-defying flips, right? But then, in a single swipe on your feed, that soaring perfection is just replaced by the cold, sterile glow of a hospital room.
It's jarring because, well, we subconsciously categorize these athletes as invincible. So when someone who literally bends physics to her will is suddenly grounded by a medical emergency, I mean, it completely shatters that illusion for you.
It really does. And that is our mission today. We're impacting a super bizarre, highly concerning week of sudden cancellations and health crises across sports and entertainment. And we're kicking it off with a terrifying update from Simone Biles.
Yeah, the news dropping on June 6, 2026.
Right, Saturday. She posted this selfie of her arm, and it's just covered in red and white hospital wristbands. And the caption, it read, "Almost dying wasn't on my bingo card this week."
Wow. I mean, the vulnerability of her situation really stands out, especially because she was navigating this near-death ordeal alone at her home in Texas.
Wait, entirely alone?
Yeah, her husband, Jonathan Owens, he's an NFL safety, right?
Yeah.
He was miles away in Indianapolis for Colts practice.
Oh man, that isolation definitely compounds the fear. And like she also shared a screenshot of her heart rate monitor.
Oh, right, the vitals.
Yeah, showing a resting heart rate of 126 beats per minute. Which, if your normal resting heart rate sits somewhere between 60 and 100, hitting 126 while lying completely still in bed, that means your body is just screaming that something is critically wrong.
Exactly.
It's basically like doing intense cardio while lying absolutely still, like running an engine at the red line while the car is just parked in the garage.
That is a perfect way to put it. When the human body is fighting, say, a severe systemic infection or just immense physiological stress, your autonomic nervous system goes into absolute overdrive.
Right, it's panicking.
Yeah, it pumps blood frantically to deliver white blood cells or oxygen, trying to save the system. And that physiological panic completely explains that massive heart rate spike without her actually moving.
But wait, let me push back a little here. We're talking about someone who won World Championship gold in Doha with a kidney stone.
Oh, yeah, back in 2018.
Right. I mean, she eats pain for breakfast. So what makes this specific update, this hospital selfie, feel so much more alarming?
Well, it's because she isn't brushing it off this time. Like you said, in 2018, she pushed through. Here, she's explicitly calling it a near-death experience. That's a huge difference in tone.
That's true.
Plus, she actually took to X to clarify to her fans that this was strictly a health-related emergency. So she completely ruled out a car accident or, like, physical violence. Just some mystery illness that brought her to the brink.
Man, that is scary. And that level of physiological collapse, it isn't happening in a vacuum this week either. We are watching a massive industry-wide wall being hit.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Cancellations are piling up.
Yeah. Charlie Puth just had to scrap a concert due to a sudden illness, and Morgan Wallen called off his Pittsburgh show, and he literally told fans he had absolutely no choice.
It really exposes the fragile economics of modern touring, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, the entire infrastructure of these massive entertainment careers relies entirely on human bodies acting like machines.
Night after night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Megatours demand artists to perform at elite athletic levels, crossing time zones with these grueling logistics. When we demand flesh and blood to operate like industrial machinery, well, we shouldn't be surprised when the gears completely strip.
Absolutely. Which actually brings up a fascinating pivot, because when the physical toll of live performance becomes too much, how do these icons adapt to survive?
Right, you have to pivot or break.
Yeah. And maybe this explains the shift we're seeing with veterans like Taylor Swift. She is reportedly making history right now, just days after the release of the new Toy Story 5 soundtrack.
Which is such a brilliant strategic adaptation, if you think about it.
How so?
Well, transitioning from the grueling physical reality of a massive stadium tour into the controlled, sustainable environment of an animation studio. It allows an artist to maintain cultural dominance without the physiological destruction.
That makes total sense. I mean, the contrast between a hospital bed and a sound booth, it couldn't be sharper.
No, that could.
It just proves that no matter how superhuman our icons appear to be, there is a very real, very fragile human heartbeat powering the whole operation.
126 beat per minute heartbeat in this case.
Exactly. Which leaves you with something pretty heavy to mull over today. As the immense modern demand for our icons to constantly perform continues to basically break the bodies of our biggest stars, Are we pushing toward a future where our icons retreat entirely into digital avatars and studio recordings just to survive?